Good morning. So I'm looking for shorts right now. It looks like the market will take the opening gap. We have 30 minute and a 15-minute for value gap up here. If we come back and test that, I'm definitely taking that short. Open just started, so we're about 15 minutes in open, or almost 15 minutes in open. Let's see what brings. I'm definitely estimating that the market wants to take this opening gap and then see where we head to. But for now, my idea is to short the market, not yet to long anything. But I want to be patient until we get to this gap right here. because this could be a very decent trade down. For now, I'm going to be a bit patient, see what happens. But looks like the market, if it comes back up to here, I'm definitely taking that short. I hope everybody had a very fantastic weekend. Morning, Emily. I hope the sound is okay. Let me take a look where ES is too, but it looks like the market definitely still wants a little bit more lower side. Yeah, this is looking the same. Huge daily candle from Friday. So this swept internal liquidity right here. So on okay, let's see. Did we just yes, looks more bullish than bearish right now. Especially after this. This is a huge daily candle we had on Friday. So what do I see? We swept buy side liquidity right here. And we got rejected off of it. So this must have been the morning session. So we took liquidity, we came in under that 50 level, and we actually flushed hugely back up. And now we're holding right here. So I want to see how we act. But for me, ES looks like it's once upside right now. Nasdaq looks a little bit more bearish right here. So it will depend on which one gets what. We definitely had also an unfungled candle right here, but not as strong as ES. We also took internal liquidity. We came in this void, so we tapped that actually on Friday, I believe. Yeah, so we tapped that void and we actually flowed back up. The reason why I want to see a bit more downside is so we made a break and we probably will retest full of this area. So then we had a change in character, the upsides, and that would be retest continuation. So this is what I want to see us coming back to this opening of 24,006. Would be a great place. But if I see a huge candle going back up, we can just take a long also off of it. But for now, it looks like I want to short the market still. If I'm incorrect and we take out that high, yeah, we can still long off of it all the way to this high. So that would be 26. That's about 1,000 points. Maybe not all today, but definitely looking that way. So first 15 minutes are open. Let's see. For me, we have too close to this opening gap not to fill it up right now. So or the market wants to go back, tap that gap, and then take this out, or it will flush this directly. We're not gonna leave this right now because we are like 1 point from it. We will definitely go fill this up, and then I want to see what happens afterwards. Do we take out this low and continue the way that I want to see it? If we hit this area, I want to long off of it. But we're actually at like a little bit in between two areas right now. So Asia high is just above. We are in an opening gap, but I believe wants to retest this area. So Bitcoin was a nice opportunity this weekend. Hope somebody actually do. Oh, that somebody had the balls and take this at least. I said yes last week. 64 was my next target area to enter. I bought at 64,000, so I have bought at 77,000, now it's 64,000, and I have one more order that's between 48 and 44,000. Anything below will be not in my books to buy anymore at that point. So my 77,000 is a little bit not in profit, but because I bought a lot more on 64,000, I'm always, my average is still around 40K. So we tapped the opening gap right now. Let's see how strong this movement is. I'll let the market do its thing a bit. I'll put a line here instead. Make this one a little bit shorter so it doesn't get. Alright, happy to hear that you guys took a nice trade on Friday. Today's my daughter's birthday, so I will see when she wakes up and how long I actually stay online today. She's for the first time a tenor. I don't even know how you call it in English. She said, "Yes, I'm 10 years old. I can call myself a teen." Oh, a teenager. Yeah, that's how it's called. I will tell her that you said it when she wakes up. It's not for her normal doing that she's still in her bed at 8, so. But it's a birthday, so I'll let it go I'll let it slide for a day. Normally she's already awake. Oh, morning, Autumn. Have you been? Very good. Thank you for asking. Does anyone know a person that makes machines? I need to find something that can peel a cacao bean. Azul, Azul. Ja, wel. Dat is ook bezig. Wat willen we zes? To peel cacao beans. So I can soak them wet, but I need to. I'm peeling them right now with the hand, so I need something that can actually do that for me. It looks like we will take out this opening gap right now. It's not the best option right now to short straight off of this. Nonetheless, it looks like it does want to go to this gap, but I'm not like a fan in trading an open range. So it's 40 points, so it's definitely a tradable trade, but it's not something I have an entry model for. I would prefer that we take out these highs actually. That was a 15-minute high right here. So if we could take out these sessions. Oh, we did tap it. Yeah. I'm gonna be patient until we go below this area and took that opening gap fully. Or we will see a shift from here off to the highs. We can take along. If we drop below this area of 25,090 and I see the market continue lower, we'll probably jump in and we can take it all the way down to 24,007. So that's about 300 points. That will take the whole day, of course. This will not be done in the morning session. Morning 1 months. So actually, the machine needs to peel beans that are wet. So if you know anybody that can make something like that, or you know a person that can actually create machines, let me know. Maybe I'll have a talk with him. I just need to get this production higher. So it takes me about 30 minutes to peel 300 grams of cacao beans. So if the machine can do like 10 kilos an hour, that would be great. Maar als je iemand weet, Aaron, mocht altijd een keer langskomen, hè. Weet me hun, hè. Yeah, that was Flemish in between, I know. Some of you understand me. So still being patient. Let's see what this opening brings. Anybody that shorted the pre-market, that would have been a nice one today. Now you're just in it. Not much happened. So always remember also after a huge momentum day that we reduce a little bit too. And I did not do we have news today? We do not have news today, just some yellow folders, so we're good to go on that part. So today will be a bit of patience until we see a clear direction. Just because, again, we are in that opening gap, and that's not the ideal place to start trading off. Yeah, if you Google it, I know, but it's not a machine that use the peeling machines are not the ones that actually. Thank you, Emily. First of all, and second, the ones that I see laying around are when the cocoa beans are being burnt, and that's the reason why I actually don't want those. I need somebody that can make them with brushes or something. That's my first idea that I had about it, but yeah. We will probably take the full gap. So definitely be patient until that you see a nice shift back up. You can see an opening gap the same as a void. So normally they take it until the wick as the candle before. So you definitely heard me speak already about voids and how they act off of it. Can see an opening gap just the same as a void. But we were already looking that the market was bearish right now. Like I said when I jumped in, I wanted to see if we could hit that 50-minute gap just above us, just below Asia high. But if you want to long off of it, you can go. If that is your model, of course, I would rather wait until we see a nice shift back up. Because look, we have still some valid gaps right here to avoid. We never closed this one either. So we will definitely have some form of shift to the upside, but prefer to be patient until we see a 5-minute shift. So that means that we actually need to get above this high. If we get above that high at 25,172, then we have a shift on a 5-minute structure back to the upside. But until then, that happens, we are looking for shorts right now. I am not wanting to long this. Again, I am looking for shorts right now. Yeah, if this drops and we break um, this low right here, then it looks like we could all come all the way back at least to 4,000, 25,000. So the reason why I want to see it go down is, look, we made here a change in character upside. We retested this break of structure to the downside. And if we want to continue up to this area right here, we need some form of a retest to continue. And that would be actually the ideal place right now. That would mean that 6-8 level exactly at 26 and then back to the upside. This is what I want to see. It does not always happen that way, but this is what I'm looking for. Or until we have a shift right here to the upside and then have a value gap that we can trade off of it. And then we trade it at least to 25,290, and then we will see if we take out Asia high, yes or no. But for now, I'm going to be patient until I see that movement. So now we closed it. It looks like we have a full closure of this gap. If we have a shift to the upside, we will see. Again, I'm going to still be a little bit patient until we actually break this high. We will have a retest off of it then, and then we can long off of it. I'm not going to do the first mini shift that we have to the upside. I'm going to get myself a drink. I'll be right back.
Mhm.
So yes did the same, but yes did close it completely. So for yes, it looks like we could have a potential shift to the upside. Once we hit like this high, you will see a clear shift. And then we probably will have a small tap back into it, a value gap somewhere, and then immediately off of it. You can long off of it. I would say Asia high would be the ideal place. But until that happens, definitely be patient until you see that full shift right here. But this would be the ideal place that the market could take a shift back to the upside. Gold back at 5K, silver back at $80. This will continue to move further up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Aliana. Happy birthday to you. Beep, beep, beep. Hoorah! So yeah, she's just woken up. That could be that shift that we were patient for. So remember, as a trader, we are not here to predict the market. We're just here to be patient until the market shows its hand, especially if you're an intraday trader. You just have the patience for it, let it do its thing, and then we jump into it. And if you're not comfortable sitting behind the charts, being patient until the market shows you its hand, do something in the meantime. So you don't need to sit here and think you're doing nothing. Yeah, if my camera was on, you would have seen that I was actually now peeling my cocoa beans with the hand. So in the meantime, I'm doing something too. Yeah, this could look like a shift to the upside. Let me zoom in a little bit in time. So if we break this high, then I'm looking for longs, not before. It looks like we have a potential shift right here. So there's a huge possibility that we will go all the way back, at least to this high. I want to see it take out this range first. Yeah, then we're going all the way back up to here, so we will have a nice trade out of that one. That will be a long then, of course. Stops will be that one. So there's at least 2.5 order we could make out of it, so that would be a great trade. So just be patient until we do have breaking this high. Now we have a huge changing character. Then we have actually changing character back to the upside. We will have a small retest off of it. The only thing that we do need to be careful of, there is a left open POI right here. So this is the only place that we could have that shift back to the downside from. But for the rest, this looks actually very promising. So gonna be patient that we hit that, and then I hope we have immediately retest to this 5-minute for value gap, that would be great. If not, we will take a 3-minute and jump into it. Stops will be the lows. This will be my stop. I'm not doing anything yet, just being patient. also singing. Yeah. If he could sing Happy Birthday, I would definitely sing along with my dog. He likes happy energy, so he is always playful. But until we hit that shift, we do not do anything because we now came into a small void and we didn't tap yet. So this could just continue lower too. So be patient until you do have that full shift. So we need to break this high. That will make a change in character to the upside.
Ze kan iets van u denken, dat is van die, maar die is ook alleen. Dat deden ze bij ons altijd. En dat was nog een beetje van dat begin. Wat wil je zeggen? Nee, dat niet doen.
Okay, we have that push now. Let's see if we break the high. Yes, indeed, it smells here like cheese. if you have a body close above that high, okay, this looks like it will take it. So this is definitely looking bullish right now. So if we're lucky, we can have a retest back to this lower part, and then we will take that long. So no shift yet, no body close. So we just tapped it. So this is what I want to see, always a body close. So always be patient until you do see that movement. But nothing happened actually. So we just tapped it. We took some high of liquidity actually, and now we're back into that range. Now the good thing is if we do start shifting back lower and we close below it, we can actually have some form of 5 minute value gap and short off of it too. So this is the good thing about being patient. The market will always show you where it wants to go to, and this is how we actually follow. If that previous candle was a close, I would have taken this long. The only thing, it was no close above it, so I didn't want to take it. Oh, yeah?
Hij had het nog gezegd, hij is ingeblieben. Zijn kinderen? Ik hoorde dat ook al lang niet aan je gezegd. Ja, al lang niet. Ik kan voor een andere week, hè, maar dat is ook een keer. Ja, lekker wat van een speeldag. Dat is leuk spelen. Maar eigenlijk dat de duur is niet. Dus zal wel doen. Is dat misschien dat ze positieve dingen, anders kan misschien gewoon een keer meer doen.
If we have a close now, that would be great to see. If not, still being patient. So we got a minute in this candle. And we have a new hourly candle too that opens. Let's take a look how this hourly looks. I believe some rejection off of it, so this looks like it wants to go up. No 15-minute shift yet. This is what I wanted to see.
Op mijn Gmail is die altijd automatisch of ik zie nu een bericht niet meer staan van de werkdochter.
En uw zoon moet dat staan?
Stuurt ook niet.
Dat wordt niet geweest normaal.
Maar ik zie ook enkel maar tot januari, 27 januari. Ja, en dan zie ik.
So still no trade.
Wel speciaal.
Morning Argent. En ik vond het ook al speciaal dat we niet weer hadden. Is het zeker dat stuurt het, hè?
Ja, wat mijn handen staan ook in. Ik heb er 3 gestuurd. Want uw affiliate staat er ook nog wel in, van Deerboog en Oksana. Oh, hier wacht, live podcast. Ik heb zo van mij.
I wish that we okay. If we have now a tap, if we have a tap of that 3 minute gap, just that's 25,170. I'm taking along. So with any retest right now, I would love to take a long off of it. So any form of retracement that we see, I'll jump into it. And if it doesn't come back, this goes down without me. I'm fine with it too. So I always have patience for a retest of any form of it. Sometimes the market comes back and gives you that retest. Sometimes it doesn't. And if you don't, you have to be okay with it. So I just tapped my point of interest. That was the only left open for value gap that we did not tap yet. The idea where the market wanted to go to was correctly. Now we just need a nice retracement back into our order, and that would be great. We got 5 more minutes, and now we actually have a 15-minute shift in structure too. So here we can see we had a full fungled, so we have actually a 15-minute shift right here. So this one keeps going, yeah. I hope we get in the next 5 minutes some form of a retracement that we can tap into it. If we don't, then the market will just continue at least to that high right here.
Ja, dat is zo niet alleen voor de goede vriend.
So it will take at least another 4 minutes. For the next 4 minutes, we have a close of this 15-minute gap and then a retracement back into it. I would love where my stop is actually to get that entry tap. That would be a great place. Then I can put my stop actually at the lowest part and let this trade do its thing for the whole day. Because if we can put our stop right here and keep it right at this level, we can trade our very long trades to the upside. If we break Asia high and we do not retrace, there is a possibility that we actually all go back up even to this high. If somebody is in this already, congrats. If you took your entry model. Let's take a look how far ES is moving at this point. Yeah. So my main idea is if we get a tap of this lower part, I'll jump into it. So I actually want to have it at 25,154. That would be the ideal place to take an entry. So still nothing yet. So this could be, that was a changing character. So at that 50 level, 21.6, 25,000, 167, 167. I have a limit order, the long off of it. I'll put it on the screen in a second. So I got my first limit order right now on this candle right here. So limit long on 25,000, 167. I got a second one at this level. $25 for 145, and I want to long off of it. My stop is at this level, 25,120, just below it actually. I'm aiming for the highs. I'm aiming for Asia high. So definitely decent trade. See if we get triggered in, yes or no. Yeah, say that this 3 minute now closes the high. I'm also entering along and putting my stop at this bottom then. It will depend on if this close above the highs. Again, if we close with this candle above the highs, I'm going to put my stop at the wicks low and continue to long off of it. The reason why is we had a change in character to the upside, and on a 3 minute base, we actually came back perfectly at that 50 level. So that's actually fair value of price. And if we then have a new structure shift to the upside, that means that the market will just continue. But at this point, my limit orders are still there. And just having patience. if you're a new trader and if you didn't have a winning trade today, that's good. Also good as long as you followed your plan. We don't need to trade every day. It's no necessary for. Look, I definitely do not trade every day, so if you want to make this a skill, a habit for a very long time, you don't need to trade every day. You just need to be okay with the trades you take. Follow the structured plan that you have so that it's a repeatable process and that's very easy to repeat. This way, it makes yourself so much easier. You don't have to think about the trade, you just let it do its thing. So, same for me. So, my limit orders are there. So, if we get tapped, I gotta trigger it in. If not, I'm okay. If we do not continue to the highs after we get triggered inside this trade, that means that the market actually continues to low. And if my stop is being broken, that means that the market did not shift up and that the market is still in a down structure. But that's also fine, that we can take a short back down. That's the good thing if you know where structure is, that you actually don't always need to be right. So I'm not sure if somebody said something in the chat. I was actually not watching. Morning, Dr. Who. I am requesting my first payout meanwhile. Nice. Yeah, I got a limit order open, 2 of them. Very good. Let's go, Arjun.
Meditation do something. Yes.
He's following one of my blueprints. But he did it all by himself. He can be proud of himself. He had the patience. He took 1 trade a day. He journaled his trades. He looks at them. He repeats the process over and over again. And he got his payouts. Come on, give him a warm, full feeling. Do make sure if you have your first payout that you don't get too overconfident then. You know that you can trade, but keep repeating the same process like you did before. This is how you get extra payouts. I've been very good. Dr. Who, thank you for asking. Not in anything yet, just being patient. See, this is what education does. It takes time, it prepares yourself, and after a while you get it. If you have confidence in yourself, it just needs slow steps, build up on each other. Definitely share your story also, Arjun, in the group on Discord. It's always nice for people to see. I appreciate it. Will definitely help also my channel grow again. What helped you actually the most to get to the point where you are today? This will help if you're willing to share it. This will definitely help also other traders in the group here. Nice. Look, this is something that everybody needs to know. This is something that's so true. One time frame, always the same repeatable process. Yeah, I agree. This is something that people really need to get, because if you always trade the same time, you actually learn how the market moves at those certain time points. Yo, this is a great one. Nice. And stop trading once you have your max loss limit. Yeah. Thank you for sharing, man. I appreciate it. So we'll get triggered in a minute. Looks like it wants to take us or get us triggered in. Let's see if we get that tap. I want that tap. I'm not jumping in anything else. I do want to see that tap get the limit get triggered. Otherwise, I'm not on fair value price and I don't want it. So if you're new and joining, welcome. I'm John. I see where we are with 8 in the group. So if you're willing to share your thoughts, your ideas, or you have questions, just ask them in the chat. I'm here to answer them anyways. You already see on the screen what I'm wanting to do, so not much about that one to talk about. Except if you don't know why I want to long off of it, that's something different, of course. And if you appreciate me being here, I appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up too. Because it's not easy growing a channel, especially not a trading channel. There are so many out there right now. Did you have the time yet, Arjun, to talk to the farm guy? The cocoa beans? If you did, nice. Let me know how it went. If you didn't, also fine. Or was it Dr. Huda was going to do that for me? No, I don't remember anymore. Was it you or Dr. Huda would actually that know somebody with a cocoa farm? Okay, I tapped in along right now. Yo, that was a huge move. Oh, lucky I even get my second tap. Yeah, this keeps flushing. Let's see what happens. Okay, I got my first tap. My second did not enter yet. I'm gonna manually enter that second one. Yeah, that was too late. We actually came back into a 15-minute fair value gap. I should have watched it. Okay, I got in, but I'm limit long right now, guys. My last did not trigger. I was not in time. My hands were not clean to touch my mouse. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I'll put it on the screen in a minute, how my trade looks. So this is why we have patience in trading. We know that the market always goes in waves. So the reason why it goes in waves is it goes up and comes back to retest, take out our liquidity. So we actually came back into a 15-minute value gap right here. So this is actually, that was actually the best area to take an entry. Now mine is from here. Stop is at the lows. And I'm aiming at least for Asia high. We'll definitely will take a look right here how far we get once we get to these highs. That's 25,263. But if the market continues and wants to take out huge amount of liquidity, it will probably take out Asia high. So we could actually let this run for the whole day. We will see what happens. So anybody new to trading, this is why we have patience. So we could have jumped in this area like we wanted to any minute, but like we had now multiple 15 minutes time and patience until it comes back. Does it always come back? No, it doesn't. But then you have to be okay with it. If it does come back, you can have a very great trade. Plus limit order is still open right here, so we could still tap this. But I do prefer to see in the next 15 minutes that we actually continue up. Once we break that high, once we get above 25,214, I'll put my stop at this wick and this limit order will get off. For now, I'm just gonna let this do its thing. So you made my day, Arjun, today by telling me you got your first payout. That means that I'm doing a great job. There is no greater feeling actually as somebody that teaches or mentors people to trade that they get actually something out of it. This is even a better feeling for me than actually having my own payouts. This is why I do it. So I got about 20 more minutes that I'll stay online. Did something shift? Why is it only 9:40? Oh, I came online an hour earlier. That was it. The good thing about retest is also if you are correct, the market most of the times immediately goes in the direction that we want it to go to. That does not mean that the trade immediately is fully gonna go to your take profit. That means that you should not be long and not profit. If you put your entry correct. So that 50 level is one of them. So just take your Fibonacci tool, and use it to draw those lines. So you don't have to know them out of your head, of course. And our 70 level, 72, or 62 level, and 78 is one of them also that they actually love to go to. But if the structure is going, we don't need to go below that 50 level. That's a fair value of price, actually. Look, if I seen that there was a 15-minute, I would have probably put my limit order a little bit higher. That one is still on the screen is. So just use those FEGs though for value gaps also as an entry. If you can zoom in a lower time frame, if you don't see one on a 15-minute base after a break of structure or changing character to the upside, if you don't see one, that's also fine. Go zoom in to like a 5 minute and see if you find one on those areas. It will help you to, it will get you to that point, and the market will continue the direction that you wanted to see. But if it doesn't come to that part, be okay with it. Don't chase the market, don't jump into it. Just wait for another structure to change, to have a new boss, a break of structure to the upside, and then be patient for the retest again. It will come. It always comes. And do make sure that you stop trading after a profitable trade. Do make sure that you stop trading after your max, not profits in trading too. And immediately after 2 hours of screen time, do something else. Go take a walk, because it takes energy from your body to sit behind the screen. It takes a lot. You're not doing physically something, that I know, but it's mentally, and that's just as exhausting as physically. Your brain is also a muscle, so you have to train it. Or it's one form of a muscle, actually. It's not like your abs that you can train like. But the more you use it, the better and the easier it is to use. Okay, I can give a very easy example here. So say that you didn't read for a very long time. The first time you pick up a book and start reading again. Try to do that for like 2 hours in a row to read. I believe most of you would or fall asleep or get tired or do something less than actually reading, because it actually drains a lot of energy reading. You need to focus. And if you're not used to it, it's the same like watching charts. If you're not used to it, it drains. It still does it for me. So listen to me, and after 2 hours of screen, be okay with it. Just take a walk, do something else. It only has to be like 10 to 15 minutes, but do something else. Yeah, if it wasn't for you guys, like I said, I would not be on the stream right now. My trade is in, then most of the time just close my books. It's easier. And let that trade do its thing. The market moves. Me being here or not being here, the market still will move. The only thing that I can do is actually make sure that my stop is like at break even or something. That's the only thing that I can change. But at this point, like for 2 points, it's not really something I want to do. I do want to see it go higher right now. But I appreciate it, all of you being here. And And also be proud of yourself that you want to learn this skill. It's not an easy one to learn, but once you got it, you can make money from everywhere. It's easier to trade weekly charts and monthly charts because you have time than intraday trading. Intraday trading is not an easy job, guys, but it's definitely something that can make a lot of money too. Because you have to be very self-aware because your body and yourself can do some very strange things, and you have to recognize those feelings that you make up, those and that's internally. None of them is actually true, but you make them up. Everybody does it, believe me. If somebody tells you he does not have any of them, I will probably want to interview that guy immediately. I want to learn how he does it because if I can teach that to everybody immediately, that would be wonderful. I know it helps by trading a lot. Don't over trading, just trading your model constantly. And once you did not follow your model, you should close your trade immediately so that you cannot learn a not good habit for yourself. You should always keep your habits correctly in trading, and it's very disciplined that you have to be trading. You have to be strict for yourself and honest for yourself too. And then journal and share your journal with me. I'll be happy to go over it, give you some pointers. But if anybody in here wants to do what Arjun did and wants to follow the course, you can, of course. I have a full one. I give you 3 strategies that you fully can implement. I'm using one right now. This is a retest strategy. So we have a break or change in character, and then we just have patience for the retest. And in the meantime, we do nothing. We wait until we have a new break of structure, and then we can move. Otherwise, we just sit here. I'm actually peeling cocoa beans right now, so this is why you hear that tick in the background. Yeah, I'm in along too, Dr. Wu. We'll still have that limit order open down there. We will see what happens. It's a profit or not profit. That's all okay. I know in the long run we always make money, so you just have to be okay with it. Trading is a probability game. For everybody who's new to it, we do not have always a profitable trade, and we do not have always a not profitable trade. I got about a 62% win rate, so I'm definitely. If you want to be a perfect trader, it's impossible. So let me say it like that. It's not possible to have every trade correctly. So you have to be okay by taking a not profit. If you cannot be okay with it yet, that's a skill you definitely have to learn. And the way that you do it is just by taking a very small amount of capital and let that trade play out. and do it over and over again until you are okay by taking a not profit and you're okay by hitting your TP. And then you let the trade do its thing. The only thing that we can do as a trader is take an entry. That's all we can do. We can put a stop, take an entry, and set our TP. Those are the three things we can do. And I'm not a minute trader, so this takes a while. Like I said, this can take the whole day before we can actually do something. I'm not gonna sit here all day, believe me. Look, I got about 8 more minutes. My cocoa beans are as good as peeled right now, and I'm gonna get offline. I'll be back tomorrow again, same time, and I'm not gonna watch the chart anymore until we all hit my TP. And once we make a break of structure, then I'm gonna move my stop. I'm gonna show that in a minute, what that looks like. And my TP is all the way for Asia high, actually. So first TP, I want to see this hit, that 25,260. That would be my first idea. Second idea is Asia high. But if the market continues from here and wants to continue, we can actually go all the way back up to here. So that could be a huge trade today. Just keep that in mind. Once we get above this high at 25,250 and we are moving to the upside, I'm gonna put my stop at this Wix low, because this was a retest and then this is that continuation. This is an easy 2R. If we get to Asia high, that would be a 3.7. I will look along the way. What do I do if I cannot sit behind the charts? Is I'll put an alarm at the side, and once we get to that area, I just get triggered an alarm, and then this way I know, okay, I need to take a look at my charts again. This is set together with my emails, so I actually get an email confirmation. You can only do that on a paid trading view, otherwise it's not possible. You cannot do that on a prop firm. Okay, we got about 5 more minutes. If anybody has a question, now would be a great idea to ask him. Otherwise, I'll see you all back tomorrow morning, of course. If you haven't subscribed yet and you like my teachings, you're always welcome to subscribe. Tomorrow morning, I will be back at the same time. I was an hour early today. Normally, I'm only here from 9. I did watch the charts. I did watch the hour correctly today. So I would prefer to see this move up in the next minutes. On a 30-minute basis, actually looks great. On an hourly, on the other hand, this should move up in the next 4 minutes. Yeah, so I'm not gonna move anything. It will be TP or it will be my stop. Okay, so I wish you all a very great trading session in the rest of London. Thank you all for being here, like always. And I will see you back tomorrow morning, of course. Enjoy the rest of your day.